Hey guys, thanks for watching this vlog update for Blueberry Glen Farms. I'm Jeremiah, and gosh, it's been quite a while since I've been able to do an update. So I thought I would let you guys know what's been going on. So as you can see here, we built out a chicken pasture, I guess you could call it, and we've grown up 18. Um, Meat birds this year. We started with 18, and then we lost one, and then bought three more, and then lost two other birds. The Cornish cross variety, let's just say, I'm just not that impressed with it. Other than, I mean, they're great looking birds when they're butchered. They're huge. They're tasty. There's some lot of down disadvantages to the Cornish cross. I think they're kind of a not a very smart bird, and I think one of them, something I didn't realize until it was too late, is that they don't really get out of the rain uh, on their own sometimes, like especially when they're younger, and they'll just stay in the rain all night. And that's I think what happened. He got too cold and got sick and didn't make it. Another one, the other two, I think were suffocated early. So just some things I have to learn about raising meat birds, but we've got 18 there now, and we're going to be butchering those within the next couple days. I'm just waiting to pick up a chicken plucker, and then I got to get a few other things that we need, like a killing restraining cone, and probably a couple bags of ice, and I'll be ready to go. Um, so over here, I don't think you can really see them, but we got some new egg layers that we picked up earlier this year. We got 6 new egg layers, and all of them are doing great. And this morning I found a small egg that I believe is from our first batch of 4 that we bought. We bought 4 New Hampshire Reds, or 3 New Hampshire Reds, and a um, Easter egger slash Americana is what they're calling them at the garden store. So I guess my understanding of the difference between those breeds is the Americana will always lay a blue egg, and the Easter eggers will lay a variety of color of egg. So ranging from like olive greens to blues to pink. Um, so, but yeah, so we'll find out soon on that if it's a true breed or not. It does look a little different than the other 2 Easter eggers we do have, but it could just be, what it is. But I'm not too concerned about it. They're all good eggs either way. They're all pretty. So, yeah. Outdoor wise, I've still got some projects that I'm working on here. But I blacked out this area so that I can start expanding these strawberries out. Probably won't be this year, but next year I'll be able to pull up that fabric, keep it nice and clean, and start running some transplants over and start to spread this whole patch out. We've got some rhubarb there that we harvested earlier this year. It's right there. Um, Went well. Sold it all at farmers markets. So I was pretty stoked about that. Raspberries are doing really good. We got some new. We've got a ways to go still. Probably another week or two before we can really go crazy on harvesting. I mean, we've got some berries here. I don't know if you can see them. Some berries going and some coming. So really good production overall, though. But we do recognize that we need to. I think next year we're going to have this thing netted off so the birds can't get to it. Oh, this one's going to be great. Oh, look at that. Beautiful raspberry. I'm going to eat that. Mmm. That's really sweet. Really sweet. So yeah, this whole area's been blacked off, and then I'm going to get some more of this stuff to do in other areas of the yard. I got the yard cleaned up quite a bit. Um, I left my job, my summer job, to farm this year. I left earlier this month, and I don't know, I've just been getting so much done. You know, I got this whole back area cleaned up, getting ready to put in some posts, T-posts, so that we can keep the moose out of our currant bushes. We got a currant bush here, black currant here, and right there. And then further down we have a choke cherry tree. And then way back in the back, I don't know if you can see it back there. Right in there somewhere, there's a blueberry patch that we started last fall. They didn't really grow so much this year, so we're not sure what we're going to do about that, but we're going to try to graft it next spring and try to spread those out too. It's kind of our idea of our farm is to do microgreens and fruits. And the three kind of fruits that we've settled on are strawberry, raspberry, and blueberry. And then we'll go from there. We might add some blackberries and other types of fruits. Maybe even those, God, I can't think what they call them. Hiscops or hescops. They're like a blueberry, but they grow a little bit more elongated. They do really well up here in Alaska, so we're looking into doing some of those. But yeah, everything's going pretty good. I'll take you guys inside. Looks like the geese are taking a nap right now. Usually they're out gallivanting and foraging and doing their thing, but I think they want to take a little nap. But yeah, everything's going great. As far as the money side of things and how we're doing fine. I look at the books and the books look good. Let me turn off this video. Watching the old Justin Rhodes there. So I like to watch Justin Rhodes and Curtis Stone and several other different farmers out there that they introduce us to. Yeah, microgreens doing well right now. We're kind of waiting for some flats to come out. Another day on them, but we've been trying to dial down production a little bit because we're not selling out at every market like we were at the beginning or the middle of the season, peak season. So we're just working on how working on figuring out how much the community is going to need. We have seen a decrease in sales, and which we expected. So added some new varieties probably since the last time we talked to you guys. Added a new variety of Mizuna, and I don't know if red cabbage was around the last time we did a video, but that's a new variety. It's really, you can see the detail on it as well through this lens, but it's got like a purple tint on it, on the leaf edges and underneath in the stems. It's really tasty and very healthy. They say that the red cabbage is probably the healthiest microgreen you can grow, at least with the studies that have been done on it. So we thought we'd give that a try, and it's been going pretty good. And up here we got our spicy mix growing. It's a combination of arugula, red mustard, and Mizuna. So we use this just for our spice. We use it for both for restaurants and to make a spicy mix every week. Our restaurant, we have a couple restaurants that buy it. They just want the spicy. They don't want anything else. But whatever's left over and isn't sold to the restaurant in just base form, we take and we combine with whatever's kind of left over from the other varieties like kale, broccoli, red cabbage, sunflower shoots. Sometimes we throw in extra arugula because we do arugula by itself. We got some arugula going right here that's doing really well. So yeah, this is this week's Saturday farmers market, and then this will be next week's farmers market and some restaurant sales. We've got a couple restaurants making some pretty big orders right now, so I've got to make sure to have good producers for them. And so far they've been pretty happy. Haven't heard any complaints, so we'll just keep on keeping on. And then another batch of spicy mix up here. Over here we've been trying some new stuff. This is what kind of our exotic microgreen area, and these microgreens require a great deal of attention, and they're not nearly as forgiving as some of the other stable ones that like I have on the other side. Those guys, a little bit too much water isn't going to kill them off. Too little water isn't going to kill them off. Like I said, they're more forgiving. So these guys right here, on the other hand, they are very picky. And what you can see here is that we've got these guys set up on a bottom watering system, so we don't ruin the top layer. What I have right here is some chervil that's really kicking some serious butt. We struggled with chervil, we struggled with amaranth, and we struggled with basil, and now we're just barely getting to a point where basil is starting to look good. You can see that there's room for improvement, but this flat is pretty much full, and I would be more than happy to let this grow a little bit more and harvest it out and see what people think of it. But with the basil and the chervil especially, what we found that works for us is to dome it off and bottom water it. Both of those things are really key. Amaranth needs to be bottom watered, or else it'll just fall over, and then everything will die off. But this amaranth came a long ways on those ones. Those ones we're really proud of. So, and then of course we got the easy pea shoots and sunflower shoots. These guys are probably our best producing microgreens, and they are relatively easy to grow. Sunflower is a little bit tricky to get it started, but once you get it started and you do it right and you make sure you sanitize your seed, you don't really have a whole lot of problems with them. They're very reliable. One thing is though about sunflower, if anybody else is watching this, is looking to grow microgreens, is that after a certain point, and what we found is that we lost a restaurant that was ordering from us regularly, and the reason for it is these true leaves. Once they start getting true leaves, they start getting bitter. You're gonna want them when the true leaf barely comes out. So like something like this, that's a perfect time to harvest your sunflower. So what you need to do is, if you do have a couple stragglers like this, just at harvest time, just pull those out. Don't even put them in the bag or the container or whatever you're doing. So yeah, things are going good. Business is still making money, although you know, I don't have the money that, you know, while I was working at at the charter office, I had some money that I could throw into the business. The business is still sustaining itself, but there isn't a whole lot more of there's going to be really a whole lot of investment that we're going to be doing this winter in terms of expanding. So we're going to mostly be dialing down what we're producing, and we're going to be playing with our pricing, adjusting our pricing a little bit to see if we can attract more attention from restaurants, and then we're just going to be brainstorming and making some plans for what we're going to do next spring. So next spring we should see a lot of our summertime restaurants starting to make orders, so especially late spring. So we're going to be getting ready for that. We're going to hit the ground running next year, and then we're going to start putting some money into the outdoor operation that we want to do. We want to do either a greenhouse or an addition off this cabin to where we can at least double, if not triple, our production, and we want to start taking on edible flowers. So yeah, that's what's been going on at Blueberry Glen Farms. If you would like to see future updates from our farm, just go ahead and click the subscribe button below, or tap it with your finger, whatever you got to do. And then right next to that, there will be a little bell. If you click or tap that, that'll let you know as soon as we upload a video that it's there for you to view the video and keep updated with us. So thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys at the next update.